everybody, this is Bonnie from bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net, and I'm coming to you today with a fun little, I guess it's a, like a TP card, trifold card, something like that. I can't think of what they call them, but that's the card. That's what I'm coming with you today to do. And, yeah, I haven't got a sample for you because it's in my head. I cut all the pieces. I think I can put it together without having a sample. So we're going to give it a whirl, but I did a lot of steps ahead of time. And let me know if you like this kind of a card where I don't show you a sample ahead of time. So anyways, just before we get started, if any of the products that you see here today you can purchase from Stampin' Up, and if you would like to do so, like I said, you can go to bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net and you can use this host code. It's NA9K4SQH, and it's good till the end of the month. So I just want to let you know that I do have my online class, and it is the Daisy Lane for the month of December that we're going to do. And if you would like to get in on my online class, you have till the 10th of December of 2020. And the host code is BNU4Q3EH. And all you have to do is order the Daisy Lane stamp set and the 2 daisy punches to be able to complete the project. But if you want to make these again, then you will need to add a few other things to your list. And I've got, email me for supply list, or message me in the description below if that's something you're interested. Anybody that orders from me in the month of December will get the slimline tutorial or gift card tutorial from the Creativeology team, and this was winter, so you will get this for free. And I send it out for anybody that orders from me in the month of December. So that's all the news I have. So now let's get started on this fun card. So the first thing I did was, I got all these parts, pre-cut parts here. I took a piece of basic gray and I cut it at 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it in the middle at 4 1/4. Then I went ahead and I just took this and folded it back on itself like this. I need my bone folder here. And then I scored it. I didn't score it real good, so I'm doing it now. Then I like to flip it back like this, and then I score it again. So now we have our little, like, I guess it's like a easel. That's what they call these, easel cards. So now we have our little easel card. And so then I wanted, this is the Pretty Posies, what's this called? Posy Garden Designer Series paper. And this is a piece of that. And we're going to put that right on the base of this. And this piece here is 4 by 5 1/4. So it's just like 1/8 of an inch shorter on all 4 sides. So we're going to put this here in the middle, like that. Okay. Then I went ahead and I cut out, this is going to be like the stopper for the easel card, so it will sit up here once I get it all done. So I took another piece of basic black, and this is 1 inch, yep, and then by 5.5. Then I took another piece of the Designer Series paper out of the pack, and I cut this at 3/4 of an inch by 5.5, or 5 1/4, so it would fit across here. So I'm just going to attach these 2 pieces together. Yep. Just like that. Let's start down here. Just going to judge the ends here. Here we go. And then I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to attach, I'm going to attach this piece, and I'm thinking that I want to go right about here. Is where I think I want to go with that. Kind of even it up. You can use your grid paper if you want to be precise. Get it closer to me because I can't tell. I think I'm a little... I'm up 1, 2, 3. And I'm up 1, 2, 3. Pretty good for eyeballing it. So there we go. So now I have that. So now I've cut out several different pieces of paper. This one here I'm not going to do anything with, but the paper is 4 inches by 5 1/4, and this is just gray granite. Then I have a piece of petal pink, and this one is 5 by 3 7 or 3 3/4. We're going to fold this one in half also. So I'm going to fold it right in half here. Hopefully this all turns out the way I plan. So I folded it right in half. Then I have a piece of Designer Series paper, and this is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, and we're going to fold this piece right in half. Okay. Then I have another piece of gray granite, and this piece is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And we're going to fold this one in half. And then I already embossed this, but this is a piece of Whisper White. And this piece is 3 by 4 1/4. You want to fold it in half first. Then you want to emboss it. Now I embossed this with the Scripture 3D embossing folder. So that's the embossing folder that I used, and I ran that through. So what we're going to do is we're going to end up putting this inside here and this one inside here. It's kind of going to be like a little book, and this one inside here, but first we want that waviness of the book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these Stamp and Mist. I have an empty one here, and I am just going to kind of, you could use your bone folder and do this, but I'm just doing this, and I think it works out pretty good. It's giving it that fold in the middle that you want. See, just kind of like that, because you want that fold in the middle. And I'm going to do the same thing to this, all of these. Okay, so now we have this right here. We have all these that kind of stack together. So now what you want to do is you want a piece of score tape, and we're going to flip this over. Oh, before we do that, I wanted to sponge this. That's right. See, I don't have a pre-card, so I want to take the petal pink and just a sponge dauber. I'm going to dab it up, and I lightly want to go over these words just to make them pop out a little bit. I feel like I have to make it darker in some spots because I got dark there. So I'm just going to kind of go around and sponge the edges on the side to make it look kind of portion-wise. There. I think that looks pretty cool. Now you can, I'll bring it up a little closer so you guys could see what I did there. It looks, you can't see it in the camera, it definitely looks better in person. Okay, So now we're going to flip this over, and now we're going to take our score tape and we're going to put it right down the middle of this card, or of this piece. And then we're going to take our tool and peel this up. Oh. Okay. And then we will put this in, and then we're going to line this up so this goes right, oops. So you're centering it from top to bottom. And just like that, we're going to open it up. We're going to take our bone folder, and you're just going to kind of go up the middle to make it seal. Now we're going to take some glue dots. And we're going to put, you could use glue, you could use whatever you want. I'm just going to use some glue dots. Glue might work even fine along here, but I don't know. This is what I thought we could do. Okay. And then we're going to kind of give it that little bit of an umph. Like you want that little bit of a pop here. So you kind of you want to make it come back so you have that bubble. See? And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. And it gives it that little bit of a curl. Didn't do a huge one on this side, but we're learning. We'll keep going. So now we're going to do the same thing to this one. We're going to put some adhesive on the back of this one. Okay, there we go. So now we have our little things. Now we're going to take this one and we're going to put adhesive, some more of this on the back. Could just use glue dots if you want, but I'm going to use this again. Just be firm but gentle. Because you don't want to ruin your work. You just went ahead and created. Let's see. And we're going to stick this right in the center again of this book. We're going to take and we're going to use our bone folder to push it down. Now we can attach a little glue dot right there, which I think I'm gonna, I don't know. I hadn't thought this far past the I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put one glue dot in the middle of each of these, like that. And that kind of holds it. And then I'm going to put this whole thing on here. And to do that, I think I'm just going to put glue dots on the back. I'll put one in each corner and a couple down the spine. And then we are going to put this right on here, just like so. You know, this one kind of went down on me. This one stayed up, but this one right here, that's one good thing about using a glue dot, is you can adjust this. There we go. Yeah, I wanted a little bit of a curve on them ones. Well, there, I kind of got a curve, and it looks like a cool little book. So now we got to attach this to this. So you want to add the bottom of this card, see, so that you'll be able to mail it to this card. And it has a little bit of a, what do you call it, like a lip around it. And for this, because I don't want to squish all this stuff, I am going to use liquid glue. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put liquid glue all the way around this, maybe. And then this will give me a little leeway too in time to, you know, to position this where I want it to go. Actually, I screwed up because I don't want it there, because I want it to sit up. Oh boy, I have all this glue on here. What to do? Well, you know what I'm going to do? Just because I screwed up, I am going to take another piece of the basic gray, and I'm going to cut this at 4. and a quarter by 5.5, which is the same size as that piece right there. And I am going to put this on the back of this card, just because I don't want, that's a big mess, and that's a big mistake. This is not a necessary part, but when you make a mistake and you gotta fix it, this is, I guess, my fix. I add a piece behind it. So it's the same color as this, so from the back it's gonna look great, and from the front you won't know the difference. Okay, so I only want it on here. So in this case, I'm gonna use this. I'm not going all the way to the edge because I'm gonna have a little bit of a border around here. So I think this adhesive will work just fine. Okay, so there we go. So now we'll lay it down, because you don't want adhesive up here, because when you go to set it up, it won't set up. Okay, so now we're just gonna line this up so that it has like 1/8 of an inch all the way around border on the top one. And then you're just going to kind of push it down, and then pick this up and give it like a little rub on the back. So see, so now when you sit it up, it sits up like a open book. Now, you could do a couple things. You could put a label here, because it'll be closed and you won't be able to see it unless you sit it up for your signing or whatever. You could put one inside, which is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put this inside right here, just like this. And then when you put this down, you won't be able to see it. So it's going to look like that. So this says, this isn't just a birthday card, it's a hug with a fold in the middle. I'm making this card for a very special lady that's going to be having a birthday next month. And yes, this will cost extra to mail if you mail this, because this is something you don't want to get squashed. You could hand deliver it, but this lady is worth it. I mean, when you're in your 80s, I don't remember the exact age, you deserve a special packaged birthday card in the mail. And now I didn't leave myself a lot of room to write. I'll probably just sign my name over there or something. But I didn't want it to go past that little line. But I love that little saying. So I'm just going to put this right here like that. Then I've got a thing that I made that says happy birthday. And this is where I haven't gone any farther in my head. I got to decorate it now. And I'm not 100% sure how I want to decorate it or what I want to do. I wanted to put some peonies. So I thought about putting some peonies right here. I thought that'd be cute. So I'm going to put this one down with glue dots. And put one right here, like that. And then maybe this one with a pop dot on top of it. I think that might be cute. A dimensional. I don't know. What do you think? I don't like that now that I did it. I don't like that one there. I think that one needs another glue dot underneath it. Right there on that one. That might be why I'm not. This is how I do things, guys, when I'm actually prepping a card for you guys. This is what I do. I kind of get my base idea in my head, and then I'm like, oh, I don't like that there. It's hanging off a little bit. I just don't like that one there. Just don't like it. Maybe I'll put one up here. And I'll make it pop off the page over there. I'm going to add a dimensional, or a glue dot to it on this corner. So there we go. Yeah, I kind of like that. Gotta stick that up in there. Yeah, I gotta be a little gentler with my... There we go. If it starts to flatten, stick something down in it. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll put happy birthday right here. And I think I'm gonna get my punch that has the banner. And I'm gonna banner punch that. I could put a ribbon down it. Oh, that would be so pretty, guys. I just thought of that. Oh, I should have put it like between the things though. Oh, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And then I'm just going to set this right here. It says happy birthday. I'll put a banner down there, a ribbon. Oh, yes. That'll be so pretty. I wish you guys could talk to me because I think I have both Petal Pink and some like smoky slate or gray granite special silky ribbon. Let me see. One. I gotta put them up here. No, that is not actually Petal Pink. That's Blushing Bride. So that don't match. But this one does. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, guys. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna cut this right across. I'm gonna make this more of a little bit more of an angle on it, maybe. Okay. And now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna stick this back behind here. Well, I only glued that down with a glue dot. So I think I'm gonna lift that up a little bit. I'm gonna put another glue dot on it and I'm gonna stick it in there. So, this is what I'm gonna do. Now, if you were doing this, if you thought of this like ahead of time before I did, you would add this piece of ribbon before you attach the pink to the black, or before you attach the pink to the gray. Okay, I picked it up a little, almost. I gotta go back a little bit more. Don't do anything crazy. Okay, now I'm gonna take this. I gotta get another tool that doesn't have glue on it. And I'm gonna tuck this up And underneath, come on, keep it going. It stuck before I wanted it to. Dang it. That's usually how it works. Where's the bone folder? Don't go way down in there. This is called repair without tearing it apart. There we go. Now we need one more glue dot to put on the back of it so we can put it all back together. So I would recommend that if this is something you're going to do, to definitely do it beforehand. I mean, if you forget or thought of it afterwards, like I did, it can definitely be doable. And then because I want it to stay flat, like laying there, I don't want it to, I'm going to put a glue dot right here. And there, doesn't that look cool, guys? I mean, I just love it. And it sits up like this. It lays flat like this, and you would mail it. But, yeah, you're going to have to put a little extra or your hand to deliver it to them. But I want this person to receive this in the mail, so I'm going to put it in a nice little padding, and I'm going to mail it. I will make sure I have all the dimensions and everything written for this card over on my blog. So go over there and check it out, and I will have the link to my blog will be in the description box below. And before you leave, if you would be so kind to hit the little pink square over in the right hand corner to subscribe to my channel so you will not miss any up and coming videos. I would really appreciate it. Thanks everybody for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this card, and if you like the way I did it, please leave me a comment in the description box below. Bye bye.